What if I told you that a man who was rejected by schools, rejected by jobs, rejected even by KFC, later built one of the biggest companies in the world? Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is true. This is the story of Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, a man who proved that rejection is not the end, but only the beginning of something greater. Today, you will learn English through his story. So listen carefully, repeat after me, and let this story inspire your heart and improve your language at the same time. Early life. Jack Ma was born in Hangzhou, China. His family was poor, his parents were musicians. Life was not easy, money was always short, and opportunities seemed very far away. As a child, Jack was curious and always asked questions. But in school, he was not the best student. In fact, he failed many times, even in simple subjects. Math was his biggest weakness. He failed again and again. Most people laughed at him. Teachers doubted him. Even his friends believed he would never succeed. But Jack had one quality that made him different. He never gave up. He always tried again. Rejection from schools and universities. When Jack applied for middle school, he failed. When he applied for high school, he failed again. And later, when he tried for college, he failed not once, but 2 times in a row. Most people would have quit by now. But Jack said to himself, slowly, with hope, "I will not stop. I will try again." Finally, on his 3rd attempt, he passed. He entered college, studied English, and started to dream of something bigger, learning English through tourists. Here is the interesting part. Jack loved learning English, but he had no teacher. So what did he do? Every morning he woke up early, took his bicycle, and went to hotels where foreign tourists stayed. He offered them free tours of his city, just to practice English with them. Imagine a young boy riding with strangers, showing them temples, rivers, and markets, only to listen, repeat, and improve his language. He practiced every day, every morning, for 9 long years. This is how Jack Ma learned English fluently. Not from books, not from schools, but from real conversations with real people. First job struggles. After college, Jack wanted a job. He applied again and again, but rejections followed. He applied for 30 jobs, and every single one said the same word: no. He once applied to be a police officer. They rejected him. He applied at KFC with 24 other people. Everyone was accepted except Jack Ma. Can you imagine how painful that felt? To be the only one who was told, "No, you cannot work here." But Jack did not give up. He said to himself, slowly, "Rejection is my training. Rejection is my teacher." Repeat these simple sentences with me. I will not stop. I will try again. Rejection is not the end. It is my teacher. I can learn even without resources if I have discipline. Say them slowly, with feeling. These words will not just teach English, they will teach you strength. Jack had no money, no powerful degree, and no job. Rejected by everyone, his future looked dark. But one day, he saw the internet. And that single moment changed his destiny forever. Stay with me, because in part 2, we will see how Jack Ma turned failure into the foundation of Alibaba. Jack Ma had faced rejection many times. He had no good job, no powerful degree, and no clear path to success. But one day, something unusual happened, something that changed the entire direction of his life. In the year 1995, Jack Ma traveled to the United States. He was asked to help translate for a business trip. This was the first time he touched a computer, the first time He connected to the internet. He typed one word. The word was beer. He saw results for beer from Germany. He saw beer from America, but no results from China appeared on the screen. Jack thought to himself, very slowly, if China has no presence on the internet, then maybe I should create it. That single idea became the seed of Alibaba. At first, he tried to build a small website. It was called China Yellow Pages. He created online listings for Chinese businesses to connect them with the world outside. It was not perfect, but it was new. Most people in China had never seen the internet. They thought Jack was strange, even crazy. They told him this will never work. China does not need this kind of thing. But Jack was not afraid of failure. He said to himself, "Rejection is my teacher. Failure is my lesson. I will try again." So he gathered 17 of his friends in his small apartment in Hangzhou. He explained his vision to build a platform that connects buyers and sellers, a digital marketplace for the world. That day, in 1999, Alibaba was born. The beginning was not easy. Most people in China had no internet, no trust in online payments, no habit of shopping online. Investors refused to give money. Banks refused to support them. But Jack had something stronger than money. He had belief. He said to his team, "If we don't give up, one day the world will change." Now let us pause and practice some English sentences from this story. Repeat after me, slowly and clearly. I will create opportunities when I see a problem. Failure is my lesson. Rejection is my teacher. I will not stop until my vision becomes real. Say these lines again with deep meaning, because when you speak them, you are not just learning English, you are building your mindset. Jack Ma's Alibaba started small, but very soon it caught attention. People began to believe maybe this crazy idea could actually work. But along with hope came new challenges. Big competitors entered the market. eBay was powerful, and they wanted China. Everyone believed eBay would crush Alibaba. In the next part of the story, we will see how Jack Ma fought against giants and proved that even a small team with big dreams can win the impossible battle. Stay with me, because this fight is the most inspiring chapter in Jack Ma's life. Part 3. The Battle Against Giants. Alibaba had started with a small group of friends. They believed in a dream when nobody else did. Slowly, Chinese businesses began to notice them. More sellers joined, more buyers trusted the platform. But with growth came a new and dangerous challenge. A global giant entered China. It was eBay, already powerful around the world. They had money, they had technology, and they believed China would be their next big market. Most people said, Alibaba cannot survive this fight. But Jack Ma was not afraid. He told his team, eBay is like a shark swimming in the ocean. We are like a crocodile living in the Yangtze River. If we fight in the ocean, we will lose. But if we fight in the river, we will win. What did he mean by this? He meant eBay was strong globally, but they did not understand China. Alibaba, on the other hand, understood local culture, local businesses, local trust, and local people. So Jack focused only on China. He made Alibaba's platform free, while eBay charged money from sellers. He made it easy to use in local language, while eBay used a more complicated system. Alibaba listened to small businesses and gave them what they needed most, trust and visibility. This strategy worked. More and more sellers joined Alibaba, and slowly they began to leave eBay. Within just a few years, Alibaba had completely defeated eBay in China. The giant had to leave. The crocodile had won. This victory shocked the world. and it gave Alibaba the strength to grow even more. Now, let us pause and practice some English sentences from this part. Repeat after me. I will play to my strengths, not my weaknesses. Giants can be defeated with the right strategy. Local knowledge can be more powerful than money. Say them slowly, with meaning. These are not just sentences. They are lessons for life and success. After defeating eBay, Alibaba grew stronger. They launched Taobao, an online shopping site, and it became more popular than anyone expected. They launched Alipay, a digital payment system, to build trust between buyers and sellers. Once again, people said this would fail. They said Chinese people would never trust to pay money through the internet. But Jack Ma believed otherwise. He believed that trust could be built step by step through small actions and safe systems. And he was right. Millions of Chinese people began using Alipay, and Alibaba became the leader in online shopping and digital payments in China. But this was only the beginning. Soon, Jack Ma would face his biggest challenge yet: how to take Alibaba from a national company to a global giant standing on the world stage. In the next part, we will see how Alibaba reached New York, how it broke world records, and how Jack Ma finally proved that rejection is never the end of the story. Part 4: Global Success and Life Lessons. After defeating eBay, Alibaba was no longer small. It was now a leader in China, but Jack Ma's dream was bigger than that. He wanted Alibaba to stand on the world stage. The moment came in 2014. Alibaba decided to list its shares on the New York Stock Exchange. People around the world were watching closely. Some believed it would succeed, others doubted him. When the day finally arrived, history was made. Alibaba's IPO raised $25 billion. It became the largest public offering in world history. From rejection and failure to global success, Jack Ma had proved his vision. The world now respected him. He was invited to speak at global events. He met presidents, he met leaders, and he inspired millions of young people to believe in themselves and their dreams. But here is the truth. Jack Ma always said, money was not his goal. He believed money is just a tool to create opportunities and solve problems. His true dream was to help small businesses and to show them that they can also succeed. Let us pause and learn some English sentences from this part of his journey. Repeat after me. Rejection is never the end. It is the beginning. Success comes when we never give up. Small dreams can grow into global visions. Say them slowly, with belief. These sentences are not only practice for English, they are practice for your mind and your spirit. Even after global success, Jack Ma stayed humble. He often reminded young people, do not chase quick money, do not fear failure. Instead, learn, grow, and try again. He once said to students, if you fail, try again. If you fail again, try once more. Because the secret of success is not never failing, but never stopping. Today, Alibaba is a giant with millions of users, billions in revenue and influence across the world. But what people remember most is not the money or the size. They remember the story of a man who was rejected again and again, yet stood tall and created history. Now, before we close this story, I want you to repeat the 20 sentences we have practiced across all parts. Say them with power. Say them with belief. I am grateful for today. I am stronger than my challenges. I choose happiness today. I focus on what I can control. I deserve good things. I am learning and growing every day. I will bring kindness to others. I am in control of my story. I forgive myself and others. I trust the process of life. I will not stop. I will try again. Rejection is not the end. It is my teacher. I can learn even without resources. I will create opportunities when I see a problem. Giants can be defeated with the right strategy. Local knowledge can be more powerful than money. I will play to my strengths, not my weaknesses. Failure is my lesson. Rejection is my teacher. Success comes when we never give up. Small dreams can grow into global visions. Take a deep breath, say them once more, and let them guide your mornings and your life. Jack Ma's journey shows us one clear truth. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to believe and keep going, because every rejection, every failure, every no is simply preparing you for a bigger yes. So remember his story, remember these sentences, and remember that one day your struggles today will become your success story tomorrow. This was the journey of Jack Ma, from rejection to billions, from a small boy in China to one of the most inspiring entrepreneurs in history. Thank you for listening. Keep practicing your English every day and keep believing in your dreams. Subscribe for more stories like this.